Hello, welcome to Celestial Waters. My name is Demi, so we're going to hop right into it. This is going to be another Talks with My Womb episode. So this is when I do a collective reading when I'm on my menstrual cycle, when I am bleeding, and I tap into my womb for messages, and I also call in Mother Mary to assist me with this reading. What was coming through firstly is a reminder that when you are doing the inner work, it's literally going to shine throughout your entire being, but it will show in your physicality. And Spirit is saying to pay attention to what your menstrual cycle looks like. That the blood, the colour of the blood, the texture, is it moist? Are you feeling like quite dry down there? You should be very moist, and it should be like it's like a beautiful red color, very beautiful red color. It literally looks like it's glowing. What I'm being shown, you can literally see the it's like Christ consciousness glowing from your period blood, even though it's the line of the womb that is ripping away. So technically is that like dead blood. It should still be glowing because it holds all of those nutrients and minerals that would have been used had you conceived and if you were growing a baby. But Spirit is saying pay attention to the color, to the texture, and what your menstrual blood is looking like when you are doing the work, particularly when you know the month leading up to your period. You know, you've been going in, you've been that prayer warrior, but you've been going in where you've been dropping the energetic weight. You've really been on your spiritual game, but you've also been very mindful of what you're telling yourself, what you're thinking, and what you're eating, what you are consuming, because your menstrual cycle, it will have this glow. They're just showing me the word glow. It will literally be glowing. So you guys can notice, like, when you're on your period, or when you'll be on your period next, like, it's giving like beautiful. So you could literally like look back in the toilet after you've been to the bathroom and been like, whoa, that's literally glowing. That's why I keep getting this coming through, because you are glowing internally, and this is going to be start shining out, and other people are going to see it. You probably will be getting like a lot of compliments. And you know, often when you're on your period, you feel a bit sluggish. Sometimes you can just feel a bit you won't be like feeling yourself, and sometimes you can have this like dark cloud of death that will kind of be looming over you because you are being pulled into the void. You'll still be getting complimented on your beauty. The word beautiful and the word glow are very significant here. We have base chakra. Look at this redness. And look at the glow. It's literally what you're seeing. Like, your menstrual blood is literally going to be glowing. And Spirit is saying your blood is gold. Your blood is gold. So I put up a short on my TikTok, and it's basically saying how they basically tried to demonize women in terms of us thinking that our menstrual cycle is dirty, that we're dirty. We need to be isolated and ostracized from society and from other people when we're on our period. And in some cultures, I'm hearing the red tent. I think it's Native American cultures, indigenous cultures. Women who were bleeding, like, they go into the red tent, but they go to hermit, not to be ostracized. They're not pushed aside. They go to hermit, and the collective know, the tribe know that they hold a lot of power and wisdom, particularly spiritually at that time, because they are literally that gateway. They're standing in that gateway, the bridge between worlds, and those cultures knew that. And I know those women had a lot to offer. They had a lot of wisdom, so they wanted them to hermit so they could pull this wisdom out to the surface. But a lot of society, and I'm getting Europe, and I'm getting particularly the witch trials, and they're bringing up the 15th century. They're pointing to France, they're pointing to the UK, they're pointing to Germany. Maybe you guys are from these places, but you could be from Europe or have links to Europe, and particularly have had lifetimes during the 15th century of the witch trials. But they're saying that this is where women were ostracized, were pushed aside and told you were dirty, you're a witch. Because what they mean by witch is a healer, is a psychic. That's what they meant. But the base chakra is very significant because your stability is coming back, I'm hearing. Your stability and your security is coming back in terms of you feeling very secure within yourself and within your health. Some of you guys could have been having health issues, particularly to do with the womb. Maybe you've been doing a lot of healing work when it comes to your womb, like releasing any trauma that is connected, trigger warning, to sexual abuse, sexual assault. Or maybe it's connected to you giving your energy away to the wrong partners. And it can sometimes have that similar vibration and frequency of sexual assault, of being violated, when you know that you were coerced or manipulated into being intimate with someone that you didn't necessarily want to, or likely you could have been drunk, because alcohol is coming through now. But you've been clearing this out, and you've been working on your womb space. For others of you, you could have just had health issues that are connected to fertility. That's also coming through. They're showing me alcohol again. So maybe some of you have been staying away from alcohol. You could be sober. You could have cut it out. Some of you could be 1 year sober. You could have cut out alcohol because you realized this was really affecting your womb. And the months that you were drinking and drinking a lot, you noticed that this is where you maybe had really bad cramps, really bad symptoms when you were on your period. But your security is coming back. And Spirit is saying there is a cycle that is closing out that is connected to the witch trials. There's a lot going on right now when it comes to the divine feminine. It's not just women that are healing from this, but it's men that are healing from this too, the witch trials. Some of you guys could be having dreams of your past lives during that time. And others of you, you could have had past lives where you were Vestal virgins, because they're bringing up the Roman Empire. So you may have had a past life where you were a Vestal virgin. And the Vestal virgins were actually also high priestesses, very connected to the sacred flame. We have here reach out. Yeah. So those of you that are feeling this, it may be getting on top of you. This is spirit. They're wanting you to reach out to spirit, to your ancestors. Know they've got your back. And look, all these different shades, all these different colors. So where you've had different past lives and you've been different human beings, you've incarnated and you have chosen to be different races. You've been it all, I'm hearing, and you've been everywhere. You've been here, there, and everywhere. But you could be having a lot of past life visions coming to the surface right now. Spirit is saying, let them. Maybe some of you are getting a bit frightened by it because it's also bringing up your power and your remembrance. They're saying, let them, let these memories come up. Let these past life visions come to the surface because they need to be healed now. So for some of you, it could be traumatic. It could literally be having visions where you were in that lifetime where you were burnt at the stake and accused of being a witch. That's what's coming through. And this has a huge wounding in a lot of women, but a lot of human beings that carry divine feminine energy and who have been women for a lot of their past lives. There's a huge wounding when it comes to you sharing your supernatural abilities, your psychic abilities, into the fact that you're a natural healer. So the womb is really being healed. And when they say end of a cycle, there's always going to be a last layer that needs to come to the surface and everyone has to face and look at. This is what's coming to the surface. What else, Spirit? So know that you aren't alone. This is your ancestors. They're literally holding you up like this. They have your back and they're wanting you to feel more stable. What else do the collective most need to hear right now? Some of you could be closing out a personal cycle for the past 3 years that is connected to you being afraid of being seen, being afraid of your own psychic and intuitive abilities. I feel like some of you will work with the golden holy light. You literally carry and you work with golden holy light. So it doesn't matter what industry or profession you do, what you do to your 9 to 5, you carry this light wherever you go. You hold a very healing presence, but people see it. People see the God in you very, very clearly. And this could trigger, I feel like you would have been a catalyst since you were a little child, and hearing a little girl, you were a catalyst. People saw this. You may have even have been demonized, unfortunately, by the adults around you because they didn't understand you. They didn't understand your power. I'm getting binding. So for some of you, your power is going to even have been binded, and they're showing me Matilda. You know, they're moving Matilda and she can literally move things with her mind. That's what's coming forward. And I'm being shown a flame. So maybe when there were candles burning within your home, you could have been like intently staring at it. It would have got bigger, it could have got smaller, it could have just gone off. I'm getting a parent or a grandparent, someone who would have played those kinds of roles in your upbringing. Could be an auntie or an uncle, saw it, and they could have gone to someone and had your powers bound. That's coming through for someone. Very, very significant. Listen. Look at the intensity in her eyes. Look at the power here. Listen. And you've got, these are your ancestors from way, 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 way back. They're coming forward. They're holding a staff and they've got like tribal markings. So remember, it doesn't matter what race you are now. You're going to have ancestors that come from all different races. But this is given tribal. Like it's taking me back to Africa, to the origin, to the root. The first of your bloodline, they're saying call them in. They're already coming around you. They're showing me a shield. So they're acting as a shield. They're wanting to protect you right now because you're at the midst of a breakthrough. But they're saying to call them in. Call them in. Because they're helping you with this power. I'm hearing announcing. They're announcing your power. They're announcing the fact that you're the key. They're announcing the fact that you are the one who is going to break them free, who is going to break this cycle in the name of the Holy Spirit. Amen, I'm hearing. So you guys could have been raised with Christianity or just with Christ consciousness, with God and with Jesus Christ. I'm hearing Jesus Christ within your home. That's coming through for someone. Maybe you chose to walk a more spiritual path and some of your family members may not have understood. They could have tried to block you from this path. Could you see here, this kind of looks like steel. It looks like a steel door. So it's like something about your power that's connected to your crown, that's connected to this amethyst color here was bound. It could have even been bound by like dark forces. And the Most High God can sometimes allow these kinds of things to happen in order to protect you. So maybe when you were a child, you were a teenager, you were supposed to kind of fit in with your family, fit in with society. And then when you became an adult, this is when these powers are being reawoken, but you had to dig for them. It's like you had to work for them and claim your anointing. That's what's coming through here. So these steel doors, these are about to open. You see again, this golden holy light. So I feel like within your aura right now, it's going to be very glowy. And this is going to be showing through your menstrual cycle. They keep pointing back to the glowy blood, to this card here. But you have this glow about you and other people are seeing it and sensing it. Some of you guys could have green eyes. And your eyes could have different colors within. Some of you could have like hazel eyes. And I feel like with the seasons and the seasons within you, they could change. And obviously the intensity and the glow will change. So if you're not feeling yourself, sometimes it could dim a little bit. But when you're standing up in your power, you've claimed your anointing, you're not afraid to be seen anymore. You're going to be shining. Other people are going to see it. I feel like this is you. And it's your auric field. We also have here dedicated effort. You've been putting in this powerful effort of who you are, but who you want to be in this lifetime. Some of you guys could be creating vision boards with a lot of photos. Because you know, sometimes people do a vision board and it has like a lot of writing within it. They can make lists in that way. I feel like you're doing a vision board with a lot of pictures, so you can see it, and this is helping to activate your clairvoyance. If you're not doing that, you need to do that. Some of you could be artists, you could be painters. Again, I'm getting a connection to Europe. I'm getting a connection to the witch trials, the Industrial Revolution. All these different eras and ages are coming through. The Roman Empire. These are all coming through. So I feel like you're having a remembrance of who you've been, the human beings you have been in each reincarnation. And all of these, it's like these fireworks that are kind of going off within your body, within your DNA, within your soul's blueprint, because you're really awakening and you're connecting to Christ. And I'm also seeing this here as like Mary and Joseph. So some of you guys could already be in divine unions. Maybe you're about to be coming into a divine union if you are single. We have the sacral chakra at the bottom here. They asked me to look at the bottom. So again, there's this glow. And you are really connecting with your lower chakras, with your root chakras, with this next menstrual cycle. There's a lot of power that's really been awoken within you, within the divine feminine that exists within you. Do call in Mother Mary and know that you can lean on her. Yeah, there's a lot of clarity that's coming into your life. It's coming into your mind and into your heart. But they're saying, welcome it in, let it in. So there may be a lot that you've repressed or you blocked within your life. And it's directly connected to you guys being seen to deal with that wounding. And it's understandable if you had a lot of past lives. Well, maybe you shared your healing abilities, your psychic nature, your intuitive gifts, your inner knowing. And you got demonized for it. And a lot of you would have even been murdered for it. And that's what's really coming to the surface to be let go of, because you are safe. Spirit want you to know, Mother Mary wants you to know you are safe. They're saying, look at the story of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is coming forward again. Look at the story of Jesus Christ. He never died. He was resurrected. And still today, he hasn't gone anywhere. His name is mentioned. And a lot of human beings' mouths, they're saying he hasn't gone anywhere. Very alive and very much here. And very much returning, they're saying. So what else does the collective need to hear right now? So I feel like Jesus Christ will be around you strongly at present. We have Stargate Heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. So you're going for a powerful heart chakra awakening. Remember, when it comes to the womb, that's a second heart. Women have two hearts. You have your heart here and the womb is a second heart. They're also both portals and they are both electromagnetic fields. So when you're truly tapped into both and you're even using them in unison, this is really powerful. And often it can scare you. Maybe you are noticing matrix glitches. Maybe you are noticing things are kind of moving with your mind, particularly with a flame. So maybe you burn a lot of candles or you do a lot of like candle magic. You can pray. You can light a candle for your ancestors, for the Most High God, for the Holy Spirit. And you can notice that you can literally move the flame like with your mind and with your thoughts. And this is often like very, very simple. So if you are having like angry or aggressive thoughts, obviously this, and you're intensely focusing on the flame, it's going to start moving angry. It's going to start moving erratic like that. But if you're calm within yourself and you're focusing on the plane, it should on the flame, it should be very, very still and burn very softly. So this is human beings in general. We have this power and it's all very, very simple. I said plane, so you guys could be traveling soon. You're about to be traveling. You're about to be moving because there's this inner movement going on within you. But your clairvoyance will be activating, so you may be hearing spirit, hearing things, and maybe happening particularly when you're at night. Do pay attention to your dreams. If you don't already write them down, I feel like you would write them down, whoever I'm tapping into. Write down your dreams when you do remember them. I'm seeing Big Ben on here. The clock tower, Big Ben in London, in the UK. So that could be significant. Maybe you're from London. But again, that is representing divine time, that it's now divine time. For you to be taken off, for you to be moving in the direction that you were always headed on. Even if you went down these other paths and you often felt lost at times, you were always headed to this pathway. You've always been steered along this, your yellow brick road. You've always been steered to your yellow brick road by God and by your ancestors and by yourself, by your soul. What else, Spirit? A lot of people could be staring at you right now that you're noticing. Friends, family, colleagues, even strangers could be staring at you very intently because they're seeing this change and they know you're about to move. Sword of Light, Divine Protection, Cords Cut, Breakthrough, Energy. This is it. Archangel Michael is around you. So many powerful Ascended Masters and very powerful angels and spirits, ancestors are around you. Like the first was coming through, the first of your lineage. That's very, very powerful, and they're coming through to like show gratitude and give their thanks to you because you're closing out the cycle they started, but you're working very closely together. I feel like a lot of ancestors will be coming in your dreams. Again, I'm being shown these tribal people with staffs and markings on their face, but we have Archangel Michael's sword. So clarity is coming to your mind, into your soul, to your very being, and to your well-being. I feel like your health is about to change as well. Again, look at this golden glowy color. There's a lot of gold within your aura right now. It's very powerful. So no wonder they were saying that your menstrual cycle, you'll notice when you're next on, is literally going to be glowing. And that's the power of your womb. What else, Spirit? This is some of your guys' spiritual tool. You hold a sword that is like on fire, or a sword that glows. That's your spiritual tool. You could be having dreams that you're fighting demons and you have this sword that's made of holy light. That's what you hold in your spirit. Let's get one more card from this deck for the collective. One more card. For some of you, they're saying July. We're in July now, but they're saying July. So this is going to be like a period for some of you when you're in July. Your menstrual blood is going to be very telling of the breakthrough you're about to have, I'm hearing. Akashic records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom, because it's divine time. You've turned the page, you're on this chapter of your Akashic records, of your soul's records, where you're supposed to be traveling, where you're supposed to be being loved and loved on, and meeting more of your soul's tribe. That's what it is. You're coming into union with other glowy people, with other women particularly who are very powerful. Some of you could be creating sister circles. I'm getting like retreats, so maybe you're coming together with a very powerful friend, with a soul sister, and you're going to be finishing where you started. It was just like catching up with a lost friend, and they're showing me the 15th century again, the witch trials. So you could have both been burned at the stake together. I'm seeing two women holding hands. And it could have been for the fact that maybe you weren't platonic back then. Maybe it was romantic. That's also coming through for someone. This deck here. No, this one. What else do the collective need to hear right now? It is divine time for your life to be taken off. It's divine time for you to be stepping into your destiny. And again, the Akashic Records is pointing to all of this remembrance you guys are having. And again, look at this gold. Gold is so, so significant. Gold is coming in for you because you have stepped up into this and you've claimed the gold that exists within you, that exists within your heart, that exists within your womb, that exists within your soul's blueprint. What else? A volcano, volatility. Some of you guys could be from Hawaii or Japan is also coming through. You could be from places that have huge volcanoes, ones that people come as like a tourist attraction to visit. Because I'm hearing Goddess Pele. Goddess Pele is connected to the volcanoes in Hawaii. And that's that fire spirit. So there's this fireness, this feistiness that is coming about you, that's being awoken within your personality. It's coming out in your personality. So if you're someone who's very introverted, who maybe didn't speak up for yourself and always struggled with your throat chakra, because I'm noticing I'm like, something doesn't want me to get this message out, that's all going to shift. Your throat chakra is also going for a powerful awakening. Some of you guys could erupt. It could have to happen that way. So you want to be mindful of that, of what you're saying to other people, because you obviously don't want to sink to their level. But sometimes people just need to be told to fuck off. Do you know what I mean? So that could happen for some of you. But you see here, the two people coming together, it does look like it looks like the face of women, but two women. There is a lot of unions going on, both platonic and romantic, when it comes to your soul tribe. There's a sisterhood that is coming together within the collective, within the human race, because it's needed. More women coming together. Not only that, just women who are connected to their womb, who are connected to the power that is in their womb. The fact that it's a gate to God's kingdom. It's a gate between this physical and between the spirit. And it holds a lot of keys and a lot of wisdom. Women who are really tapped in and know who they are. They can't be controlled. And they're connected to Mother Earth's ley lines. That's true power. That's true divine feminine. I'm being shown a Black Panther. You guys could be seeing volcanoes everywhere. Like pictures, maybe when you go on social media, maybe you're dreaming of volcanoes. What else, Spirit? But I feel like this is you as well. Spirit is saying this is you. This is the fire you hold within your womb. And they're saying again, her blood is gold. Her blood is gold. It's also a book. I forget who it's by, but it's also a book. Maybe you've read that book, or Spirit are asking you to. We have here Dragonfly Emergence. You are emerging as who you were always supposed to be. No more holding yourself back. No more allowing other people to hold you back, to belittle you, bully you, and put you down. You're the lotus flower that grew from the muck. And again, they're saying pay attention to your waters. Pay attention to what your womb is telling you, your womb's health. And not just your period, but your ovulation. So pay attention to your ovulation, because you should be very moist and very wet. So maybe you're taking certain herbs that will assist with that. It's like giving like a womb cleanse or like an ovary cleanse. It's going to assist with bringing this moisture back. And you could be seeing dragonflies everywhere, also butterflies and ladybugs. I feel like those kinds of signs and insects could be landing on you right now. Some of you may even see a gold one. I don't believe I've seen a gold butterfly, not butterfly, dragonfly, but I said that for a reason. Do they even exist? Maybe you're seeing gold ones, or like yellow, and it kind of looks like they're gold and it looks like they're glowing. We have here stone people, vigilance, and that came out with spring equinox, rebirth. So no more standing still. I'm also getting Medusa that's coming through with this, with the stone people, Medusa. So I feel like this Medusa energy, this Lilith energy, and this Kali Ma energy, this fire, this is what you're tapping into. Because this is who you are. You're quite feisty at your core, at who you are and who you've been in past lives, but it was kind of repressed, and not just in this lifetime. It was repressed in past lives, particularly ones that are very traumatic, particularly ones where you may have trigger warning, gone through sexual assault, or where you were murdered for being a woman, basically. I wanted to say the word witch, but they were saying for being a woman, because all women are witches. All women are healers, all women are psychics, all women have this wisdom, or they have the potential and the ability to tap into it, but they have to claim it. You have to go through the healing, you have to go into hell, and you have to release all this trauma, face your demons, face what you've been through, release it, and then slowly work your way up the steps to heaven. That's how it works. You move up the spiritual hierarchy. I'm staring at the nest with the eggs in on this card here, you see? The nest egg. So you could be seeing nests everywhere with eggs in. But again, this is that sign that your ovary, something about your ovary health that is really improving. And your menstrual cycle is going to be reflective of that. So do pay attention. And there's an owl on this card. You guys could be seeing the owl everywhere. You could be seeing a peacock, but also roosters. A rooster bird. Maybe some of you guys live on a farm or live near a farm. You could recently have gone away, and maybe there was a rooster that kept waking you up. Waking you and your partner up. That's coming through for someone. But look at this butterfly. It's gold. The gold butterfly, that's what I was seeing, the gold butterfly and the gold dragonfly. So maybe you're seeing photos or pictures of gold dragonflies and butterflies. Let's get a message from this angel deck here. So what else does the collective need to hear right now? And pay attention to the skies, the signs and omens that you're getting in the skies right now. It's going to be very, very powerful. And use your discernment for what's real and what's not real, because you know we've got AI in this day and age. We have here messenger of action. You see this glow. Look how she's glowing. She's got the candle. So there's something about candles and the flame and fire that's very significant, and you glowing. This is literally how you're going to be looking, particularly with your next bleed. We have here something new and exciting related to creativity or your career comes to your attention. You feel an eagerness to learn and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel insecure, do it anyway. This card represents someone in your life, or maybe you, who is creative, enthusiastic and fascinated by life, and who wants to try everything. I was going to say who thinks to try everything. So you could have been someone who was very, I need to move my leg. You could have been someone who was very, very much in your head and just thought about all of these plans and what you wanted to do in life and who you wanted to be. But now there's a call to action. So you're taking this action, you're taking this aligned action to move yourself into that woman you'd always dreamt of being. This is who you're becoming. Some of you guys could have recently bought yourself some yellow roses, or maybe you were gifted yellow roses. I'm going to get some signs for you guys. So what signs do the collective most need to see? We have crown, personal power. You can't make this stuff up. You have claimed your anointing and your destiny. You've claimed yourself and you're stepping into your power. And I'm seeing the scribbles as period, as your period blood. So this is with your next cycle. If you're currently on, this is what's being birthed within you. Some of you guys could be the age 28. You could be in your late 20s, but doesn't have to be. Again, you could be artists. Something about artistry that is coming through. Maybe that's what you need to be putting yourself out there with, your art. Because it's very powerful, and it's going to give other people this awakening. It's going to move other people. It's going to cause other people to move. It's going to inspire other people. There's like these rivers that start flowing with other people when they see your work. That's a message coming through for someone. Maybe you paint a lot of rivers, or the way that you paint is just very flowy. It's very Piscean. It's very mystical. You're a mystic. I feel like who I'm talking to, you are a mystic. Some of you could write. I'm hearing craftsmanship as well. So maybe you just create things with your hands. You're good with your hands. As I've said, that we've got the palm, destiny. You most certainly are moving into your destiny, particularly after a period of a lot of crying, being in a lot of darkness, facing your shadow. This is what a lot of you have been doing. You've really been delving into your shadow, and now you're coming up out of that, and you're coming into the light. And Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to shine your light. It's what you came here to do. It's who you came here to be. You're supposed to inspire other people. It's very, very important that you do this. This is your mission. Some of you guys could be palm readers, or maybe you had your palm read. And they could have told you what you always knew. At the bottom of the deck, we have here tree, ancestry. So your roots, the origin, the ancestors from, they keep saying the first. We are called the first. The first, they are coming around you right now like a shield. They're protecting you because you're about to have a breakthrough. When you're about to have a breakthrough, the dark forces, even like other family members who don't want to change and who are scared because you're breaking free, so you're obviously going to be moving away, and it means that they have to do the work. There's no choice. They can't leech off of your glow anymore. They can't leech off of your energy. You could be having a lot of psychic attacks, so they're coming around you like a shield. But do pray to them, and do pray to the Most High God. Jesus Christ kept coming through. Mother Mary, call in Archangel Michael, because we had him coming through with his sword. Pray to very powerful beings and ascended masters for protection right now. And pray to the divine masculine energy. Pray to men who are in their power all over the world, to their higher selves, to protect you like a shield in the spirit, because you need it right now. What else, Spirit? Can I close out this reading with a few poems for the collective? We have, love this, royalty. My soul is queen bee. You won't find me in a loser's sheets. Self-love and the utmost respect. Only God comes between my legs. The Creator's ejaculation gives my aura a feeling of anticipation. That golden honey glow, children of Oshun will know. I don't come around twice. I'm both naughty and nice. I know you see who I am. It was written, God's plan. Some of you guys could have a connection to Oshun, but again, that glow. So this is that confirmation. You had like a few confirmations coming through. You guys are glowing right now. If you're not glowing right now, you're about to be glowing. Do pay attention to your menstrual blood and to your ovulation, to your secretions. And it should be moist. There's something about the Spirit keeps saying moist and wet. You'll be able to tell. You don't have to feel it, but you can tell when you wipe, right? That's what's coming through here. Royalty, my soul is queen bee. You are queen bee. You are royalty in the spirit because of the work you've done, because of how you carry yourself, because of how you treat other people, because you respect what is sacred, what is good, what is holy. What else, Spirit? We have, my mind is a safe space. I reinvented this place with affirmations written on the walls, a brain aligned with my intuition's call, knowledge, wisdom, and respect. I keep my ego in check. No trigger warning needed. I respond, not react. Like I've mentioned before, life lessons gave me tact. An overthinker, now grounded. The union of body and mind make me well-rounded. My mind is a sacred space. Can't have any old thoughts running around this place. Earth, God and me is how it's supposed to be. No longer all up in my head since I put the fears to bed. Cool, calm and collected. I know I'll never regret this, because now my magic and logic are connected. They're pointing to the two hearts again. The two hearts. The heart here and your womb is another heart. They are connected. If not, you need to connect them. So sit in meditation and visualize holy light from your heart connecting to your womb. Holy light from your womb connecting to your heart. You want to visualize this and ask them to be connecting. Ask them to be coming into union. Because when those two hearts are beating as one, that's unmatched power within a woman. I'm also seeing certain geometric shapes when I was reading this poem. So you could be dreaming of certain geometric shapes, or maybe I've been seeing them, particularly ones that look like a triangle, like the Trinity. We have here When two become one, the moon and the sun collide in the same sky, two souls who never say goodbye. Their paths will always cross just to create magic. The evil forces are starting to panic. Divine love has rocked their plans to control and destroy all of the lands. Nothing can pierce through godly armor. Earth is fed up with all the drama. Clear the debris and remain in karma. Union is afoot, read the sacred book. Don't close the book of shadows. You'll need it entering the gallows. Two is stronger than one. Your mission has only just begun. Pick up your sword. He is the shield. Walk hand in hand to the spiritual battlefield. The highest form of love will end this war. Those with hate in their hearts will forever remain poor. Union is coming in. This is that confirmation. If you're single, you'll be coming into union, coming into alignment with your divine counterpart. If not, this is also speaking of platonic soul tribe members. You're coming into union. But I feel like there's going to be a sisterhood. So you could be meeting a woman who is similar to you, very, very similar to you in terms of your soul's blueprint, the stuff you're made up of, the stuff you've been through, what you've overcome, the trials and tribulations that didn't kill you, that didn't make you bitter, that didn't make you close up. You're going to be coming into union and you're going to be creating something powerful together in this world. Again, I'm showing a retreat. It's like some sort of, it looks like a yoga retreat, but some sort of retreat. It could also be to do with fasting or like cleansing the body and doing womb work. And then we also have here, little me, she loves to feel free, dancing around and swinging from trees, armoured with light and a forgiving heart, tough little one right from the start, fragmented past lives, ancestral ley lines. There she found the key to her I and we. Now holding the pot of gold from the end of the rainbow, she's following her dreams that her soul wrote out divinely. This is your inner child stepping forward, saying thank you, a big thank you, and they're like giving you a huge hug and a kiss because you've done it. And you've really integrated your inner child, you've reprogrammed, you've healed, and your inner child is happy. This is your inner child saying they're happy because you have done it. You've come into union within yourself. Because union externally and a breakthrough externally, this movement can only happen if you've truly been doing the work and you've come into union and you are whole. And you are. Anything else, Spirit? No. So that's all the messages coming through. I hope that did resonate with someone out there. If you did want a personal reading from me, my website is in the description below. But I'll see you in another video.